this is genuinely responsible for a significant part of the population being brought onto this earth. Okay. Hello guys, I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to show you some of my top fragrances for that femme fatale, dark feminine vibe for this autumn winter. So stay tuned and keep watching. I can't give you a definite number because I love fragrances, as you can tell. So I'll give you an estimate around 10 to 15. In my collection that I want to share, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fragrances. But then there are more that are not in my collection that actually 9. There's one more I forgot. There are more that are not in my collection that I will share as well. So let's start with the 9th piece that I actually forgot. And this is none other than Fragrance du Bois Sirène. This has been of the hype very recently because they actually released a flanker, I believe last month, which is meant to be a darker version, more intense, but this is already incredibly intense. The way I would describe this is Morticia Addams in a perfume. If you encapsulated her spirit, her soul, her energy, and put it in a perfume, that would be this scent. Which is ironic because the whole vibe of this scent is pink, as you can see. Even the full bottle, the front is pink, but I promise you it's completely deceiving. This is dark, it's sensual, it's juicy, it's like, it just imagine something so juicy and vibrant and dark, like you're sucking juice out of an apple. This is completely vamp mode. I'm not even joking. So for my ladies who are on that vamp style for perfumes, I would definitely recommend Sirène by Fragrance du Bois. So next fragrance that's not in my collection is actually Portrait of a Lady by Frédéric Malle. But it's actually Dominique Rapillon that was the perfumer for that one. That one is Femme Fatale on steroids. It projects like crazy. It's dark and juicy at the same time. I don't think you guys understand how difficult it is to combine dark elements like incense, smoke, and oud with lighter elements such as fruits. Master perfumers such as Dominique Rapillon have able to master this and put it into a beautiful bottle such as Portrait of a Lady. The fruit dominant note in Portrait of a Lady is raspberry, which, funnily enough, people would assume that raspberry is a summer note because it's a fruit. But raspberry is actually more of a winter note. You see it more in winter dominant perfumes such as Ombre Nomade, Rude Oud, Portrait of a Lady, Angel Nova. I think Delina has it as well. Let me check. Oh, not on this. It's only on display, love. Yeah, it's completely like her winter kind of vibe. And this completely encapsulates that. This is a crowd puller. People are going to turn heads. It just attracts so much energy towards you. This is definitely femme fatale in a bottle. Next perfume in my collection that is completely femme fatale and I would recommend for you guys if you're looking to get your dark feminine on this winter is none other than Creed's Queen of Silk. I will forever continue to glaze this perfume. I'll forever continue to shout this perfume out because it deserves the praise that it deserves. Not many people talk about it. I think last year people were talking about a bit, but it's kind of gone into the background and the shine has been taken on by other new releases. I would say this is Creed's feminine version of their new released Oud Zarian. I haven't smelt it, but they kind of like give yin and yang, like his and hers, that kind of vibe. If you like that kind of stuff, I'll definitely recommend Queen of Silk. In here, the fruit note is actually passion fruit, which is also another thing that it is a summer scent, but I think passion fruit goes better with winter scents. But passion fruit, they've managed to make it something that's great for both summer and winter as a fruity note. This also has incense, I believe oud as well, and some tuberose. So you've got a bit of white florals in there to kind of balance it out. But my God, this is just so, it projects like crazy. I have a funny story about this actually. When it was first released, I absolutely hated it, but I kept on smelling it on a colleague, and every time she walked past me, I'll be like, "Did you smell fucking amazing?" And then she told me like 4 times, "It's Queen of Silk, it's Queen of Silk, it's Queen of Silk." And then I was like, fine, I'm gonna try it. And then I tried it on my skin and I absolutely fell in love. This one, it's so smoky, it's woody, it's everything, but still feminine. Definitely check this out if you want to get your femme fatale one. And don't you think the shade of purple perfectly matches that aesthetic? I do. Next perfume, I'm going to show you an Arab perfume that I believe matches that aesthetic, and that is none other than Gissa's La Luna. This is another fruity one. So the fruit in this is apricot, but this is smoky, it's dark, it's in your face, it's heavy, it's everything that a femme fatale, dark feminine would look for in a fragrance. And I feel like this is very much overlooked when it comes to winter time. I really believe that this is a perfume that more people should look into, not just Imperial Valley and Hudson Valley. My God, the way that the apricot still manages to shine through despite the darker notes such as incense and oud really shows that they have blended this incredibly well. Next perfume that I'll recommend for that femme fatale dark feminine vibe for this autumn winter is none other than Versace's Crystal Noir. Now, not just Crystal Noir, specifically Crystal Noir Parfum. The other two versions, the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum, do give you that dark feminine femme fatale vibe, but personally this is the darkest of them all. In this you have a mandarin, you've got tuberose, lily of the valley, pink peppercorn, and blackcurrant. So also caramel. I think the caramel aspect is what makes it so kind of comforting in a way, despite the fact that it's femme fatale. This projects like crazy, and the projection actually comes from the citrus in it. So the citrus in this was mandarin. That helps to carry the scent forward when you first spray it. And then that dries down. And then what you're really perceiving is like the caramel, the blackcurrant, and then the tuberose as it dries down. This is so sweet. It smells like a candy. That's how I'll describe it, but not sickly sweet, kind of more mellow. It smells like a dessert, but not also a vanilla dessert, like a fruit dessert, if you get what I'm trying to say. This perfume is overlooked a lot, and I don't really see many influencers talking about it, but you guys have to check this out. And don't you think the bottle gives such a dark feminine vibe, femme fatale? Like, if you could imagine Morticia Adams' dressing table, wouldn't this be one of the scents that you would see on it? I think it's okay. Moving on to something more famous, and that is none other than Delina Exclusive. This is definitely femme fatale, dark feminine, despite what the bottle shows. This is nothing light and airy fairy about this. This is like what femme fatale will wear in the daytime if she wants to be a bit relaxed. But I promise you, nothing is light and airy fairy about this. Don't be deceived by the bottle. This is very heavy on the raspberry. It's got that sweetness to it, but it blends well with the incense and the smoke. Not as much incense as smoke as you would find in Sirene or with Queen of Silk, but this one is more balanced between the fruit and the incense and smoke. So I don't really have to do much introduction for this scent. I've spoken about this a number of times on all of my platforms, my YouTube, my TikTok, my new lemonade, by the way. Don't forget to check that out. And yeah, it's an amazing scent. It's a great date night scent as well. So you cannot go wrong with this. All right, so the next fragrance that gives femme fatale dark feminine for this autumn winter 2025 is none other than Amouage's Guidance 46. This one is very heavy on all of the scents that come together and make femme fatale maximum. Femme fatale final boss, that's how I would describe this scent. You've got hazelnut, you've got almond, you've got saffron, you've got oud, you've got frankincense, you've got pink pepper, you've got vanilla, you've got sandalwood. Think of all the different aspects of scents that are really associated with darker, heavy scents in each individual fragrance that I've spoken about, all put into one. That's how I would describe Amouage Guidance 46. This is probably Quentin Biche's best masterpiece till date. It's been incredibly popular and it is a projection bomb. Like this one, you genuinely only need 1 or 2 sprays. If not, you're going to overdo it because, and I'm saying that as an overspray on that. You guys can tell by my collection. I love heavy projection scents, but my God, Amouage Guidance 46 cannot be messed around with. This is very attractive. It's seductive. It leaves a scent trail as you walk behind. In fact, people will know that you were here 5 minutes ago. That's how long it lasts in the air. Please tread with caution with the scent because it is incredibly strong, but I promise you it's worth it. And it's kind of pricey too. But that's what you get with Amouage. This will last you a lifetime. Right, so the next perfume that I want to discuss that's femme fatale is none other than Creed's Delphinus. This is more of a lighter femme fatale. It's not too strong compared to the others, but still strong regardless. What I like about this is it gives femme fatale daytime. Like a femme fatale, you can wear this to work. You can wear this on out and about with your girls. If you don't want something too strong, you just want something light to start the day in comparison to the other scents, because this is still very heavy, okay? In comparison to the other scents, you got this. Even though it's got almond, it's still very sweet. And that's what I love about it. It's an unexpected almond because there's other scents for almond. You've got Vallejo with almond. You've got Guidance with almond. But this is almond done differently. This is almond that's sweet and inviting. It's kind of comforting. It's nostalgic. And that's what I love about this scent. I feel like this scent is not really sang its praises in regards to autumn winter scents. And I implore you guys to definitely check this scent out. Next scent that's in my collection that is femme fatale is none other than MFK's Oud Satin Mood. Guys, need I say more? The way this is blended is just impeccable. I would say this is in my top 5 well-blended scents. It just, there's no screechiness, there's no gaps in notes. Everything just seamlessly blends together without any hitches or anything. The strawberry in this is the fruit note, but this is strawberry, not juvenile, sensual or adult vibe. Very seductive. This kind of makes you want to eat the person that's wearing it. It gives me that gourmand kind of vibe. This is a true gourmand that people don't really talk about in gourmands. This is a gourmand that's like elevated. And this definitely screams femme fatale. Like if you're trying to capture someone's heart, wear this scent. As I said in my previous video, my 4 favorites. This is genuinely responsible for a significant part of the population being brought onto this earth. Shh, okay? Okay, so the next femme fatale scent that I want to discuss, not in my collection, is actually an aspirational buy soon. And that is none other than Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomade. It's a bit strong, it's a bit masculine, but that's what femme fatale dark feminine is about. You're not afraid to wear masculine leaning scents because your aura, your sensuality makes up for that. It draws people towards you. And that's what I believe that Ombre Nomad is. It embodies. It's simple. It's only got 4 notes. You've only got oud, raspberry, benzoin, and frankincense. But because blended so well and so elegantly and luxury, it draws that crowd towards you. It leaves an impeccable scent trail. I can never forget the first time I smelt this was 2019. I was in university and there was this guy who walked past me on the bus, the uni bus, and he said, no, he didn't say anything. He walked past me and he went to the back of the bus and I was like near the front. Immediately as he walked past me, I did a full 180. Like, I was like, what the fuck was that? And then I turned to him, I was like, excuse me. By this time, he had already sat down at the back of the bus. I was like, what perfume are you wearing? I wasn't into fragrances at this time, by the way. I wasn't into fragrances. I was like, what perfume are you wearing? And then he told me, oh, it's Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomad. And back then, even then, he told me it was like almost £300. But the price has been increased from once in a while. I haven't gotten this name out of my mind since then. And that was over 5 years ago. That's how much of a marker this scent leaves on people. It is a great impression maker. All right, so moving on. Next, Femme Fatale fragrance that is in my collection. Another Arab scent, not spoken about. The brand's not really known. And this is a Ronak smell. This is so seductive. It's sexy. It's sensual. All of the 3 S's. Like, this is a magnet. This is a magnet. Like, people will be drawn towards you because of this fragrance. It's strong, but it's so sweet. Like, you've got obviously your typical oud, incense, frankincense, whatever, but then you've also got sugar. It has this kind of like bubbly creme brulee kind of feel to it, burning at the top of the ramekin on top of your creme brulee. That's how I would describe this, but without the vanilla. Just the sweetness of the burning sugar is incredible. It stays like wildfire. I wish I had more chances to wear this because I feel like this is such an underrated scent and I am incredibly obsessed with how the bottle looks. This also gives Femme Fatale the color of the bottle. I wish more people would discuss this brand with regards to Arab perfumes because I promise you, you guys are overlooking this. This is probably one of the best scents in my collection, Arab perfume or Western, period, point blank. Now, moving on to the last perfume that's in my collection is none other than Rude Oud. Is none other than Rude Oud. So this was, as you can see, in the Harrods fragrance calendar. And this is so boozy. It's so liquory, like licoricey. It's so intoxicating. It's like, you know, when you want to hypnotize someone, this is what this is smell like. Like, it just makes people want to smell your skin. I love this scent. People were saying in TikTok comments that they hate this. They don't understand what they're missing out on. The raspberry on this is so dreamy, paired with the leather. You know, that sweetness that sometimes comes with leather scents, that's really amped up in this fragrance, paired with the sweetness of raspberry, but still has that darkness of oud. This scent is also incredibly well blended. To be honest, not up there with Ombre Nomad in terms of how blended it is, but still basically almost the same ingredients. So I would say this is Fragrance the Wild's version of Ombre Nomad, but nonetheless done really well. I feel like this is more feminine leaning than masculine, and this is definitely a femme fatale vibe. So last fragrance is not in my collection, and that is Kilian's Black Phantom. That one is you got your coffee, it's very intoxicating. It's actually very popular with the men, but I think it's great for the femme fatale ladies. This is dominant. It's you know, it and it's perfect for the season because it's coffee. It reminds you of the coziness and warmth that you associate with the clothing that's worn in winter and autumn times. So I'll definitely recommend that scent as well. I don't know too much about it because I am not really a big fan of coffee, but I do know for a fact that when I smell it, it's got that vibe for sure. All right, ladies and gents, that's all for today for my top femme fatale dark feminine scents that you should be wearing this winter. Because what are you waiting for? Get people running down the street chasing you with these scents because they deserve that hype. And you deserve it too. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And check out some of my other videos. I post on YouTube Shorts all the time. And then I post videos on my channel once in a while. I just released a few days ago a 4 favorites video. Not only fragrance, had skincare and hair care as well, and body care. So you can check that out. And don't forget to check me out on my TikTok as well, because I feel like I've not been getting enough love on there. So let me know your thoughts about your favorite femme fatale dark feminine scents. How do you feel like you want to get your vamp on this autumn winter? Thank you so much. Mwah. Bisous.